Gotcha. Alrighty. Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, hey.
How you doing?
We're live.
Yeah, well, if you're watching us right now, we're live. So
we're back at the bar.
Back at the bar.
For another Fresh Crack Friday.
Another Fresh Crack Friday.
I'm pretty excited about this one.
I am too, dude. This is one that we've been hunting for, and local store called us, said we've been looking for it, and they said, come on in and grab yourself a couple of them. And I was like,
good enough.
Good deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good deal. So I'm going to let Keith talk about a disco, even though we're not going to the disco.
Yeah, so to preface this, Ben texts me, and he goes, hey, are you up for a disco? And I'm thinking, never been to a disco. I don't know why Ben's asking me to go to a disco, but sure, why not? But really what he was talking about is this bottle right here. So this is from the Bardstown Bourbon Company. This is the Discovery Series number 11. Pretty cool bottle. It's an actual, like, very cool, unique looking bottle. So what's cool about this, what's different about it, it's a blend of bourbon makers, okay? So we have 3 different bourbons in this. We got 73% a Kentucky bourbon, a 13-year-old with a mash bill, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. And then we have 21% of a Kentucky bourbon, 10-year-old, 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. So that's the first 2 from Kentucky. And the remainder 6% is the Bardstown Bourbon Kentucky 6-year-old, with 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. So those are the mash bills. So for you people that follow the different mash bills of Kentucky bourbons, it's not too far to say you can figure out what bourbons
the majority of it is
are in this, that 73% and the 21%. So the 73% is one that we probably will really like based on that mash bill. So
it's pretty unique mash bill to that distillery.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that it's the same as a Russell's product.
It may or may not be
13-year-old Russell's product.
It may or may not
basically
be
blended into that.
So I'm really excited about this one. I've kind of looked at this on YouTube and other reviews of this, and everyone's really liked it. So I'm excited about this one. I get really excited about the bottles. This is a really cool looking bottle, and the back of it kind of has a unique. Is that corn? A corn stalk, or is that wheat?
Looks like
corn stalk. Just kind of a neat product. Really lucky to get the call that those are in.
So and again, it would be technically a whiskey, not a bourbon.
Oh, you're right.
Because of the Bardstown Bourbon Company, their 6-year-old, I believe, is done in French oak.
Oh, okay.
So that's be
a bourbon.
It would not be a bourbon. It would be a whiskey.
Thanks for that correction, sir.
It's a blend of whiskeys, but mostly bourbon.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
It's going to be good.
If it tastes good, I don't care.
No.
So, and then the other one we're drinking tonight, I'll take the little banner off the bottom and remind everybody, subscribe to the channel if you're checking this out. We really do appreciate it, and it does help us out a lot. We do have hats coming, by the way. That was one of the new things for tonight that we were going to talk about. And then if you're watching this on Friday, we'll be doing the Valentine's Day Sip and Stroll in Phelps, which I don't know. I heard it was getting close to selling out.
Cool.
But we have a Peerless small batch. There was a guy that was going to buy this bottle from me for what I paid for it. So I wasn't going to, beat him up on the price or anything like that. He just been looking for one, and I had one that wasn't open. So it's barrel proof, no water added, sweet mash bill, non-chill filtered. Great little small batch product. Kentucky Peerless is the distillery. Great product. I've had one before.
That's what I was just about to ask you.
I've had one before, but this is my bottle that I was able to get my hands on. So
cool.
That's what we're going to be drinking tonight. 112 proof, so getting up there pretty close to that.
And this one was
118.
Yep, 118.1 proof on the Bardstown Discovery Series.
So within a handful of proof points, pretty much. And that's what we're trying to shoot for, keeping these in the same kind of ballpark, same class, same kind
just so they got a fighting chance against each other.
Yeah, so nothing stands out too crazy necessarily.
With the proof.
All right, man. So you want to pour first? Well, actually, we can just open them up.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna open that one, huh?
Yeah, you got the wax ring, right?
I don't know.
It's not wax; it's just plastic.
I'll screw it up.
Like that, just like that.
Oh, nice.
Is good. Yeah, the Bardstown stuff is super easy to open.
Yeah, that was really easy. I'm kind of surprised by that.
I do
Usually I
like-
struggle.
I do like their Origin series, their weeded one. A
Okay.
lot. I mean, obviously they don't have it.
Right.
We actually killed that at a family Christmas party.
Oh,
That was the
nice.
bottle I brought over, and
Yep.
we did not have a hard time finishing that
Cool.
night. So
Crack her open, man.
Kentucky Peerless. Since it's been a while since I've had that, but I'll give her a little flip. All right, quiet on the set for the cork pop.
Solid.
Moist.
Little wet.
Oh yeah, it was moist. Well, I just gave it that splash. Sometimes when you got these bottles, for a while they've been sitting around.
Yeah.
Give them that little tip before you open
Yep.
them up. But there's the fresh crack on the Peerless.
Here we go on the Bardstown.
Keith's gonna give the Bardstown the old crackaroo. Not quite as good as the Peerless.
Lackluster.
And,
Not a real cork either.
yeah, Bardstown stuff runs those synthetics.
Yeah.
So
That's
you want to pour first? You want me to pour?
You can pour.
All right, sounds good. Make sure I put them in the right glasses, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think A
Gotcha.
and B is right there. Yep, that's A.
A.
That's B.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go hang out with Jeff.
Go ahead. Do what you do, man.
I'm just gonna read work emails.
The big line on the little end is what we
Okay.
pour to for these. And then we talked about the next time around doing it with our best bottles of the year, because we're ranking each bottle individually. So we'll be able to know at the end of the year what we rank the best. We're putting little cheat sheet stickers and writing in our book, keeping track of what we got going. That way we know what's our best bottles for the year. And trying really hard not to smell these, because both of these bottles, I've had them for a while, been wanting to open them. Well, the Bardstown not so much. We just got that recently. And if I really do like it, I might go back and snag another. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. So. Alrighty. Wipe out the jigger for you.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. Blue shop towels here.
Nice.
Keith's up.
I pre-blue shop towel.
Yeah, drop your comments down below, guys, and let us know what you think in the comments.
Cool.
And, keep it rolling with it.
So we're gonna get Ben poured up here. So we're doing the small end, big line.
Yep.
Cool.
You got it.
So this will be A for Ben. Always be sure to clean out your jigger so you don't have contamination.
I'll whip that out for you.
I know, I was just telling them.
Gotcha.
I still regret making that mistake once.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
And as always, I'm going to write this down so my little bird brain doesn't forget of what I'm actually pouring, Ben. This will be Ben's B. Oh, I almost just poured it right in the glass for you, bud. You would have got a real good taste.
Well, it is what it is. That's the way it shakes. That's the way it shakes.
I'm so used to at home in at the basement bar, just doing what I do, pouring it in. There you are, sir. Come on back.
Okay. All right.
Of course, I'm just going to go A to B, left to right. Keep it simple.
Okie doke. Yeah, I'm gonna go left, right.
Kind of similar in color, maybe a little bit darker on my B glass.
Could be.
My A glass, really traditional bourbon scent on the nose there.
Nice vanilla with this one. Yeah, vanilla, nice vanilla caramel. Just like you said, traditional. I'm going with this one, but
Yep.
there is like a really defined sweetness with this one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
getting,
definitely say.
like I said, traditional
Mhm.
sweetness
And
on here. That vanilla, that caramel, maybe a little hint of molasses, but like to me, just pure traditional bourbon notes there. And that's what I'm going to note here in my book, my journal. Just traditional. Do you have a new pen? Killed my pen.
Would you do that?
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, that's really
So-
like that's like almost overly sweet on the nose. This reminds me a lot, kind of that, the sweetness that the Melick brought, but not
Okay.
not necessarily the butterscotchy kind of side of it.
This one is like there's no alcohol hitting me in the nose.
Oh, there's no ethanol in this. No, this is
Which
just,
I was kind of expecting of a fresh crack at a higher proof.
I think you shortchanged me on this glass, dude. Look at that difference.
Oh, sorry. You better get some extra.
Oh my goodness,
I
dude.
was nervous. I haven't done this in a while. All
well,
right.
I guess
Maybe
gotta
I went
like
to maybe I went to the little end.
I don't know what you did.
Oh, you didn't cheers me. It's bad luck. Ooh, that is not what I was expecting on the palate. Ooh. I'm getting a little bit of spice in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
on this one. It's not like a proof punch or anything like that. The sweetness is coming through on that for me, but like not over sweet on this Class A.
Yeah. So this is really nice. I want to be able to leave some of this glass because I got short poured.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Um,
I'll make it up to you next time.
It's all right. We'll see how I end up liking it. Super sweet, very, very long finish, deep chest feel with it. Right amount of nice oak to it. This tastes really, really well done. And this isn't our first pour of the day. We had a very nice pour that was donated by John from Rochester Whiskey Enthusiasts
Yep.
for Keys 12 Whiskeys at Christmas. It was the first 10.
First
Small
10
Wagon.
from Smoke Wagon, and it was exceptional. It was so good. Really,
Right.
a really good pour to start the night
Right.
with.
It was
for
a
sure.
it was a very good.
Yep.
In
So,
that respect,
one
that
thing-
that's delicious, dude. It's still there in my mouth. The
It's-
nice flavors. There is that nice caramely deep sweetness with it, oakness.
It's got a lot of body to it.
Yeah, but it's a very it's got layers to it, but it's not overly like you're trying to like constantly ride a roller coaster with it.
Right,
It
it's not.
it flows very
From
very
the
nice.
beginning on the palate to the finish.
For my A glass anyway.
This is better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Because like on the nose, it just smells like a sweet traditional bourbon.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't smell anything crazy.
Yeah.
That is a solid pour, whatever my A glass is. What sticks out to me on the A glass is right at the beginning of the palate, it's spicy. It's got a little bit of that spice, which
Okay.
I like on that A.
This one, the B glass, I'm getting a lot more muted notes. Like it kind of smells flat. That coming off that first one, was a way better nose on that first glass.
I'm getting a little bit of woodiness
Okay.
on my second. Not as sweet.
Yeah,
But
there's something else there with the flatness.
I'm almost getting like a tinge of like a dried fruit
Okay.
on that.
Yeah, maybe like a little bit more of like a sweet tobacco-ness. Maybe that's why it's like a dried tobacco leaf. That kind of
I've never
sweetness.
smelled a dried tobacco leaf.
It's got a very unique smell. It's I want to say hay, but it's not like hay because it's tobacco. It's a
Right.
very different, dried, barned up kind of smell.
Okay.
A tobacco leaf.
Well,
Like
cheers.
if you were rolling, a nice cigar with a nice tobacco leaf,
Okay.
like really nice, like
Expensive.
hand rolled like
Okay.
tobacco leaf guitar or cigars. That's what it smells like. Yeah, that's very like sweet tobacco.
Woody. I'm getting a lot more, like a little bit of barrel char, woody, like oakiness.
Look at the oily legs in that thing, though, man.
God damn, look at the legs running on that thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
Ooh.
Wow. So I'm talking about in my flavor journal here, I'm talking about balance and finish and body. I just gave it all to top. The balance of this is amazing from as soon as it hits your palate to the finish. It's not like wildly complex to me. But it's like everything I look for in a good whiskey bourbon. It's got a tiny little bit of proof bite, which is to be expected at that, 110 plus. Not very sweet on my B glass.
I almost want to say that's like a tannicky wood bite I'm getting on this one.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out what the end flavor is with it. There's something on the finish of this one that is super savory. This is way more oily, I would say.
Look at the. I'm watching this go down the glass, and it's
it's
wild how it's going down that glass compared to the first one. The first, my A glass just dropped right down, and that B glass, yeah, it's got some serious.
They're both fairly oily, but that B glass for me too is a little bit more oily. It looks like.
Now the finish on my B glass, the finish is sweet, and the finish is actually a little bit of spice.
Okay.
But I don't get the spice at the beginning of the palate. But as it sits here on my lips and on my tongue, I'm getting more of the complexity.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to back with them. I'm going to try to finish this one off and really try to pick apart what's in the bottom of this glass for the back end of it, because it's something's there, and it's really nice, dude. I don't know what the flavor is, but the flavor is a unique flavor and a very, very good flavor pour.
I almost get like a bit of like leathery on it.
Okay.
Like a fresh leather, like when you smell a brand new baseball glove. Okay. I almost get a little bit of that. But on the front of the palate, it's woodiness, it's oakiness, a little bit of the barrel. What's cool though with this B glass is the more I just sit here and I've already like swallowed it, I can still taste that. What do you call it? The hold,
that long,
that just that
finish.
hold flavor, that holding flavor on the finish is exceptional.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's got some kind of spicy level to it with my B glass. You know what it is? I just figured it out. It's like a spicy grape.
A spicy grape. So going more towards that that fruitiness.
Like a spiced like fruit cake, but not like fruit cake, if you know what I mean. Like a spice cake that you'd have
like
around the holidays,
right.
A baking fruit.
Like a holiday.
Baked fruit.
Yeah. What's weird
a dark baked fruit.
What's weird though is like with a lot of these bourbons and whiskeys, I get that spiciness right up front. Like with a lot of turkey products, I get it right up front. Where this one at the front, I do not get the spiciness. I get that woodiness, and in the finish, I get that spiciness. I don't think I've ever experienced that before.
Yeah, the tannicky woodness with this blends really nicely into that dark fruit. This is a very nice, and this is very oily. I will say too, it's very oily on the palate. My B glass comparatively. I wish I had a little bit more A.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that's fine.
You want to turn around and give you more?
No, that's fine.
I screwed up his pour. I won't do it again.
That's fine. It'll be what it'll be, man. It's all how it's meant to shake out.
And whatever these are, they're both really good pours. Honestly, for me, whatever it is, I hope it is what I'm thinking it is, but I have no clue, and I'm not honestly very good at picking them apart. My B glass, if I was going to pick a bottle to go buy, it's going to be B.
You would buy B.
I would buy B. Okay. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. I don't care what it is. I'm going to buy B. The A glass, it's good. I would like those traditional bourbon notes on the nose. I really do. What it lacks to me is a little bit of the complexity on throughout the palate for the A glass. The B glass just has more complexity. I love taking a sip of bourbon or whiskey and taking a sip and then sitting there and be like, man, I can still taste that. It still tastes great.
Whatever that is, give me more of that. Shake them both after you pour it. But
okay.
Whatever one that is, give me a little bit more of
that. The A, right?
Yeah, the A glass.
All right, I'm going to make sure I pour you the right one.
Make sure you pour the right one with it.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, that's
This is because I screwed up.
And
people.
it's not just that. I want to give it one more fair shake just to be fair with it.
Yeah.
Just because I think it is where it is. I want to definitely get a good amount of flavor in my mouth.
You got more A.
I got more on the.
This is how you fix screw ups, people. You're not driving. You get a more A.
Yeah, this is. I like this a lot, dude.
So you're gonna laugh at me, but I hate the Peerless bottle. Absolutely hate it. I see that in the store. I'm like, I don't want to buy that just because I don't like the bottle. The way it looks. That's terrible to say, but like when I look at this Bardstown bottle, I'm like, man, that is really freaking cool. I look at this Peerless and I'm like, it reminds me of a weird Christmas decoration you'd put on your tree. I'm like, I'm out. It's just, you know what I mean?
It would look cool with a set of lights on it.
It probably would. But after trying these blind, I would buy both of them to have.
Right.
But if you had to make me choose, I'm going to choose Class B.
Class B?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my B.
Gotcha.
What's
your scores?
Man, I'm going with a 9. This is really tough. I'm going to go with a 9.3.
Are you going high?
I am. And I'm going to go with a 9. B is an insane amount of complexity from... I didn't get a lot of complexity. Like the nose wasn't anything to write at home about. I just love the complexity of this. I love how I taste this. I drink it. It's out of my mouth, but I still taste it, and it still has a lot of body there. Yeah, it's just... And on that pour, or that little sip, I did get a little bit more of that spiciness on the front end. But it also could be like that proof. Just being right there.
Right.
But overall, I like the flavor of B better. If B is the Peerless, I'm going to go buy one.
It is.
That is good.
Yeah. These are both phenomenal pours in their own uniqueness. Even though they're both Kentucky, they're both right around that same proof point. I'm gonna go because I don't want that dark fruitiness today, or that deeper oil with it. Class A drinks like a 90 across the palate, but it gets the chest feel, but the mouth feel is like 90 proof. But then the complexities that roll with it, the nice flowing complexity.
Yeah.
I got to give it to just a slamming, easy going bottle. I got to go A on my first one. And you know me, Keith, I don't deal them out a lot. I'm going 9.1 on the A.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go 9.1 on the A. And then B glass, I'm going to go a solid 8.8.
Okay. So your A was Peerless.
Yeah.
So
dude, it was...
That's a slamming bottle. That is a slam. So what did you pay for that? What's MSRP on that?
$68, I think. I think I paid maybe $70 for it.
That is worth that and more.
Yeah, at a 9 rating, I agree there on the Peerless.
That is exceptional.
There.
I just wish it came in the Bardstown bottle.
So with the Bardstown and the B, it is a very, if you're looking for that end of the night, really, I was surprised on how flat it was on the nose.
Super flat.
It didn't have, and you even said that kind of on your first one. It was maybe, I forget what you said on your smell for the A glass.
Traditional.
So you had some
just straight up traditional, like nothing to write home about, nothing crazy.
And I got more of a flat nose and that little hint of sweet tobacco with it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then like the tannicky might come from the 13-year-old wood,
right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Or maybe the French oak. I'm not a huge French oak fan.
Yep.
Maybe that's where I'm picking up some of that tannickiness.
Yep. But it's good. I mean, it's a good pour.
And the oiliness, if you're on that oil train and you like that deep, like almost feels like you had too much of butter in your mouth.
Go buy a Peerless.
No, my was the.
Oh, you like the? Oh, you had that as oily.
Bardstown.
Okay.
Oily, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one was more of that deep, sweet oak, had that nice deep chest feel, but the drinkability across the palate, like
It's amazing.
You didn't feel the proof
No.
until it got down in your chest and it just kind of sat.
Yep.
Like people talk about that Kentucky hug or whatever. It
Yeah.
just sat, but it didn't burn any way down.
Yep.
It had a real nice sweet vanilla caramel. Very just, if you want that traditional bourbon, really good hitter.
Sign me up.
That's
up.
where it lined up for both of us.
And like, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of rare breed.
Okay.
Wild turkey rare breed.
Mhm.
It's around that proof.
Yep.
It's got that complexity. It's got that body. It's got just the smoothness.
Mhm.
Like if you are somebody that likes the wild turkey rare breed, I would definitely recommend the Peerless.
Yeah.
And
very good.
And honestly, like that, I feel like that could go against $100 bottles and up.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
So if anybody's wondering on this, this is batch 160111108.
Okay.
If you were wondering.
And that's batch.
That's a small batch. Yep.
So
it's not a barrel. So there's obviously more than, let's just say 150 bottles out there, 200 bottles of it.
Right.
There's obviously more than that out there being a small batch.
Yeah.
Whether you can find that same small batch, small batch is, we talk about it, a general term.
Right. Exactly.
It could be 1,000 bottles. It could be 25,000 bottles. It could be
you never know.
100
you
bottles.
never know. But what's cool, I feel like these are not that hard to get. I've seen these.
You can find them. Yep.
I've seen them a lot different than the Bardstown Discovery 11.
I don't know if I'd go upwards of $100 on one.
No.
Right off.
I think
70 is a good price point for it. I don't know the age statement. It's not age stated.
No.
But
it is. That is a great bottle.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Oh, this was really.
That's a bottle like to me that I'm gonna sit down on a Friday night, Saturday night, and enjoy. Definitely not my daily or anything like that, but that is. I'm impressed with that. I look at that bottle. I'm like, nah, it's gonna be okay.
Nope.
But no, that was really good.
I think it was a definite header. So
for sure.
That's going Peerless in the glass, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't forget to write them down. Don't forget to write your glasses down.
Honestly, I was a little disappointed in the disco. Actually,
I was.
I wasn't surprised when you said the Peerless was the glass A. I kind of thought that the oakiness more present was with the older product.
So did I,
or at least age stated product.
Right.
But I think they're both good pours. They're both obviously high 8s or 9s for me, but that Peerless, man, just hit right. Now, whether it opens up a little bit more and the tannickiness subsides, we could, revisit it.
Because look at this. It's barely down the neck, and Ben and I have talked about this. They do change. They do change after they've opened a little bit and gone on off the shoulder. It's just a fact. But that's also part of doing the fresh crack. You go buy a bottle, you come home, you crack it open,
you try a small pour.
Are you going to like it or not?
And it depends on what you had that day too.
Yeah.
For food and stuff like that. I definitely try not to eat anything spicy or anything like that. The days
How about
we're
goldfish?
tasting. I don't know. That's what Keith was trying before we started
I
today.
stole Owen's goldfish, so
yeah.
Always got to have snacks.
Yeah, Owen was down here checking out all my deer before we were shooting episodes and stuff like that, just hanging out.
And I stole his goldfish.
Playing around with my trail cameras and all that good stuff. So.
It's good time. So for today, we both picked the Peerless. It's a winner.
Yep.
And
definite winner.
It's up there.
And I think the Bardstown. I think the Bardstown's a winner too.
Oh,
absolutely. If you like that deeper oaky, tobacco-y kind of age kind of feel on your product and the oiliness. Again, had I been in the mood for the oil over just that super drinkability.
Yeah.
Just unbelievably. Like you could pour a big heavy one of that, dude,
and be completely fine.
And not put a cube on it for anybody getting into it too.
Yeah, absolutely. You could take somebody that is used to drinking Buffalo Trace, 80, 90 proof, and you could give them that and it wouldn't kill them.
They might feel it in the chest because you do, but you don't feel it in the palate.
No, you do not. No.
But the flavors are all there in the palate.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a very good, very well done product by Peerless.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Hats off to them.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope to catch you guys tomorrow. If you're watching this on the 16th, we will be pouring at the Old Country Lawyers on the 17th, 4 till 7:30. for the Phelps Sip and Stroll, you must have a ticket to participate in the Sip and Stroll. We can't serve you unless you have a wristband because they check your IDs and all that stuff. So we don't have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we will be tasting Benchmark Old Number 8, Maker's Mark, the regular offering, and then Wild Turkey 101. You can try 1, 2, 3, or not try them at all and just have some of the little sampler snacks and stuff like that, or stop into the brewery.
Or just stop and say hi.
Or stop and say hi. We got brand new stickers. We will be taking pre-orders for our hats.
Nice. Very
So
cool.
we might have to up the order. We're starting with 20, but we'll see how the interest is at the Sip and Stroll. We might take some prepayments from folks to help
get it going,
offset it. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time down here. Fresh Crack Fridays, 100 Proof Whitetails. Take care, guys.
See ya.